For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in. You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompen. Guys, I have to apologize for being late again today. I am so frustrated right now. I can't even begin to tell you guys. First off, I had to take Bentley to the vet, which was supposed to just be me getting papers, because next week we're actually heading out to California together for LA Comic-Con, but then I'm going to be spending some extra time out in California, and I decided to bring Bentley with me. So he was due for some shots, and it turns out he had an ear infection, double ear infection, as a matter of fact. So they had to treat him, and my poor buddy, he didn't take it very well. So it was a little rough. And then I just got held up here. I had to stop by and get like just a couple groceries. I come to the checkout line and I realize I don't have my wallet. I go to my car. I don't have my wallet in the car. My wallet was at home. I forget my wallet all the time. And there's just so many things that I have going on in the house right now, and I didn't get a chance to do any of it, including like cleaning bed sheets and doing basic laundry, because I've been handling fulfillment for Warline, and I'm just happy to say that it's done. I'm so glad about that, but I have to catch up on so many things, and it's had me like winded. I've had comics that have been sitting here that I've been waiting to showcase for weeks now, but it was important to me to get everybody their Kickstarter stuff. So I haven't even updated my Kickstarter backers that, hey, we're done with fulfillment. That's how busy I've been. And on top of that, when I'm not busy doing all that stuff, I've been playing the ever-loving shit out of Spider-Man 2 on PS5, and it is just amazing and so inspirational to me and all kinds of stuff. I want to write Spider-Man one day. In fact, that's something I'm going to work towards. But yes, it's time to showcase. What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, guys, same deal as always. You spend $25 with me, you get a spin on the wheel. Spend $50, you get free shipping on your order if you're located within the U.S. Let's start off with the first book we got today. I have Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham #1. This is done by Raphael Grandpa. Now, why does that matter to you? Because the artwork in this book is sensational. Raphael Grandpa is an incredible talent, and he's done some Batman stuff with Frank Miller, but this is him setting off and doing his own Batman story. He introduces a new villain here. So this, is technically a key book. And the art in here is just absolutely amazing. And they released all kinds of different versions. They even had a black and white version, which is the version I read. And I really enjoyed it. We got Batman Gargoyle of Gotham #1 from DC Black Label, going for just $10 tonight. Totally recommend this. This is such a freaking good read. Yes, you can, Tori. We can write Spider-Man together. What's up, PJ? Or should I say Tim? Tom Hutchinson, not Tim. Oh, hey, it's Tom. Okay, what's up, Peter? All right, hey, man. Got the OA today for Warline. It looks fantastic. Oh, you got the original art. Awesome. Don, I am so happy you got your stuff, man. You have been the most patient of all backers. So, Don, doubled down and got pages 1 of issues 1 and 2 of Warline. So enjoy that issue 2, page 1 there, because you have an original piece of artwork from a book that hasn't even come out yet. So you're ahead of the curve. And issue 2 has some insane art in it, just absolutely insane art. You can watch on either way, PJ. I'm seeing Facebook comments come through. The next book we have here is Stalker #4. This is just going to go for $4 tonight. It's got to move. I need to get rid of it. Stalker #4. This looks like it came out sometime in the, I'm going to guess this is probably sometime in the late 70s, early 80s. Okay, so mid-70s, 1976 this was published. So, we're into the Bronze Age here. Bronze Age DC. Shooting up in value. One day this book's going to be worth $5. Mark my words. Stalker number 4. I have never read Stalker before, but I figured you guys all like horror stuff, so we got this going for just $4. Not messing around, keeping it easy. I have Star Spangled War, stories featuring the Unknown Soldier, number 185. Again, that's going to go for just $4. It's got to move. I got to get rid of it. All of the stuff has to go. I have Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Again, this is the very Bradfield after Ed McGuinness variant cover. Was priced at $10. I'm doing it today for just $4. So $4 on Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Again, number 1 variant cover here. I have Ghost Rider number 1. This is the start of Ed Brisen's arc here. And I'm actually really digging this Ghost Rider. So basically, Johnny Blaze is living this normal life. He's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got a job, he's working for his wife's parents, fixing motorcycles and cars and stuff. But he's got this itch in the back of his head. He's also seeing a therapist too. Eventually we see that there's a little scar over there. And every once in a while it opens up and you see, the spirit of vengeance come out and tell him hey, you need to wake up. And eventually he does wake up. And when he does, it's pretty freaking awesome what happens next. This is an awesome jump on point. We got Ghost Rider number 1 going for just $5 today. $5 on Ghost Rider number 1. Highly recommend it. All right, next book I have here is Captain America Legacy number 705. This is a Joe Jusko cover, and we're going to do this today for just $5. Edward, what's up, man? How you doing? I hope your stuff has arrived, because the next book I'm going to pitch here is a Kickin It special favorite book. We have Gasolina, Bienvenido, number 1 from Skybound. This is going to go for just $4 today for Gasolina. Gasolina, man! Do I still have that video I made of Gasolina? I think I got it here somewhere. No, I must have gotten rid of it. I was really disappointed with the way I did that video. All right, anyway, we got Gasolina, Bienvenido, going for just $4 today. And then next up, I got Amazing Spider-Man number 262. This is the first shot of an actor dressed up as Spider-Man on a comic book cover. And I remember seeing this when I was 6 years old, and I wanted there to be a Spider-Man movie so bad. Oh my God. I think I was really let down when they finally made the Tobey Maguire movie, because I always pictured Peter Parker to look kind of like this actor here, not exactly full-on nerdy, but he's got something going for him. You could see that he used to be a nerd, but now he's got some confidence, and that's kind of what I was expecting. And then we got Tobey Maguire, and I learned to appreciate Tobey Maguire. Not the costume as much. I feel like this costume is obviously a little bit more, faithful to the comic book version of Spider-Man. But since then, it doesn't matter anymore. Especially with these games now, it's you can get all these suits, and you can unlock these suits, and you can now customize the colors of the suits of Spider-Man, and so it really doesn't matter anymore when it comes to that stuff. But I'm more of a classic Spidey guy myself. But anyway, I remember this book having a pretty profound impact on me just because of the cover alone. Now, that's as far as it goes, right? But this is the first time Marvel kind of said, well, what if we did that on a cover? I'm sure it was part of some photo shoot or something like that, but they wanted to try and get this turned into a movie. And, technically you can call it a cosplay cover, really. This was done by Bob Layton, who recently did a Yisun Shin Iron Man sketch for someone, which I thought was really cool. And I'm trying to see who the villain is in this. Are they going to show it, or is this going to be one of those adult Spidey books where he's not fighting a supervillain, but like the mob? Yeah, that's what this is. Spidey's fighting the mob here. So this is probably a special issue, sort of like, hey, let's see if anybody will bite if we do like this, adult version of Spider-Man kind of a thing. And they had the TV show, which starred Nicholas Hammond back in the day, and I think that came out before this, actually. Or maybe afterwards. Who knows? Someone might want to look that up. Let's look at the publishing date. This was published in 1985. So I think the Spider-Man TV show, if I'm not mistaken, was probably put out there in like the late 70s, very, very early 80s. I remember when it used to be on TV sometimes, and I got so excited, man. I was telling my kids, I'm like, you guys don't appreciate how much Spider-Man you have now, because when I was a kid, I could only dream of having these kinds of experiences with like games and everything. So it's a pretty big deal for me. But we got Amazing Spider-Man 262 going for $15. If I have a love for anything, it's for Spidey. Gira, what's up? How you doing? 78. So I wondered then, if it was 78, this book, this book came out afterwards. Sorry, this was published in 85. This is probably when they wanted to start seeing a movie get made. All right, now this next book here is silly. I love it. Prez, the first team president. The final chess match between Russia and U.S. All right, now let me just point this out there for you guys, all right? No matter how blunderous Russia may seem militarily, when it comes to chess, they're just masters. The U.S. doesn't stand a chance against Russia in chess. I'm sorry, I just have to put that out there. Because in Russia, when you're learning chess, you either win the game or you take a bullet in the head. You either win or you die. Either way, you get to play. And of course, you got the Native American guy saying, can't anybody stop him? Yeah, sure. This rich white dude here who's fully clothed. He's not walking around like half naked like this butthead is. Or his monkey. Now, you tell that monkey to be quiet or I'm going to spank it. I've got Prez, the first team president. This is issue 2. It's a key issue, and I'm selling it right now for $4. I don't even know why it's a key issue. It's a key issue because this is the first time he realized going up against Russian chess, he's like, oh, shit, I'm fucked. It's like, all right, I dropped an F-bomb on this show. Please don't cancel me. Oh, wait, I'm on my network tonight. I don't have to worry about canceling. Oh, that's awesome. Gira, is it Gira or Gira? I'm sorry. I don't want to mispronounce your name. That's the thing that's so awkward. If I met you in person, I'd just say, hey, what's your name? And you'd tell me and I wouldn't mess it up. But thanks for popping in. You're out of here, dude. It's Gojira. Wait, they're giving away free spanking. I'm out of here. I heard they are giving spankings. Who's giving spankings? Well, I'll tell you this. Chun-Li's about to give Sagat a spanking. And you can find out how bad a spanking it'll be if you pick up Street Fighter Legends number 4A. Do you like the transition there? That was like, Gira just passed me the ball and I just shot. And it got in. Swish. This is going to go for $5 today. $5 on Street Fighter Legends number 4A. $5. No, dude, don't worry about it, Mike. Thanks for popping in, man. One of my very best friends is hanging out with us right now, Michael Wojciechowski. We're actually just made plans to hang out tomorrow afternoon, so I'm really looking forward to that. All right, next book I have here is Red Sonja, She-Devil with the Sword. Hubba, hubba. Swing, swing. She's swinging her sword. Swing, swing, swing. All right. I got Red Sonja, She-Devil with the Sword, number 1. This is a Pablo Vieira Caesar variant cover. Very beautiful. Published by our friends at Dynamite. This is going to go for $5 for Red Sanja. Sanja. Yes, you definitely do. All right, next up I got Battlestar Galactica number 12, published by Marvel. I like how they do this. Based on the characters, like, you just like imagine some dude talking real fast and reading that text up at the top above the thing. It says, based on characters and concepts created by Glenn Larson. Glenn Larson! Anyway, I don't even know who Glenn Larson is. I guess he's the guy who created Battlestar Galactica. Now you know. You don't even have to read the comics anymore. It's just like the news. You can just read the headlines and get all the information you need. All right, but anyway, we got Battlestar Galactica number 12 going for just $4 tonight. It's got to move. $4. It's yours. And then next up, I got Venom number 28. Not sure who did this cover here, but shut up. It's Venom. Buy this book. It's only $4. $4. $4! Venom number 28. $4. You like that noise? Well, good. You came to the right show then. You're going to hear that noise a lot. I got Spidey Super Stories number 26. Surrounded by the Sandman. He's like, I'm going to bury you in this castle. All right. But anyway, actually, Dak wrote a lot of these issues, as a matter of fact. But I believe this one was written by Jim Salicrup. Nick Cuddy and Jim Salicrup, yep. Oh, actually, no. Dave Kraft is credited as a consultant on this. So he had an involvement with it. But Jim was working on a lot of these issues, but there were times when he would pass things off to Dak. But one thing I really love about the Spidey Super Stories is they make the lettering a lot bigger so that kids can read it. So I should probably start collecting this so that Alan can start reading Spidey Super Stories, because these are some fun stories. This is where you can see like the Thanos copter come into play and all kinds of stuff. This copy's pretty beat up, so I'm just doing it today for $10. $10 on this. Or best offer. It's just got to move at this point. So, if you want this, let me know. All right. Up top, I have Mary Jane, number 1, number 2. And she's like, swing, swing, swing. And then I have number 3. And you got Flash Thompson behind her. And he's like, swing, swing, swing. Sorry. And then you got this cowboy here. And he's looking at another horse. And he's thinking, swing, swing, swing. Yeah, there's a reason why not a single book is sold yet, and it's been about 15 minutes since I've been on here. 17 minutes, to be exact. We got Mary Jane here going for just $10 tonight. Mary Jane is going for $10 the whole run. And then I got this other badass run here. I love this. This is one of my favorite Spectacular Spider-Man runs. So Spectacular Spider-Man ran for 200 plus issues and was, I think, launched in like mid-early 80s. And eventually they started doing crossovers between all the Spider titles. I think one of the first major arcs that they did that with was Kraven's Last Hunt. But on its own, Spectacular Spider-Man was a solid book, because what they did was they had Jerry Conway writing it for a long time. Jerry Conway was writing Spider-Man since the early hundreds. Like he picked up right after Stan Lee. He was, one of the first writers to like carry the mantle of Spider-Man. We saw the creation of Jackal, Punisher, so many other characters through Jerry. And when Jim took over the reins as the editor for Jim Salicrup, took over the reins as editor for Spectacular Spider-Man, he brought Jerry Conway on to write Spider-Man. And this is all stories being told within continuity, which is what we're seeing even now in Spider-Man titles. If you're reading the Spider-Man series or Spider-Boy or Amazing Spider-Man, it's all, it's all taking place in the same frame of continuity. But what I really liked about what they did here was they kept it a lot more grounded. Like Spider-Man was fighting the mob. He was doing all kinds of stuff. He wasn't just like going after big supervillains, and they weren't thinking of like the next big supervillain battle, you know. But they would still introduce new characters, which I thought was also really great. And I really love these two villains that they get introduced here. This is their first appearance. Spectacular Spider-Man 165. This is one of those books everybody's sleeping on right now. And it is so freaking good. Night and Fog are the villains of the story. And I should also say something about the artist, Sal Buscema, John Buscema's brother. An artist who didn't get enough credit for what he did. This guy carried Marvel in so many ways it wasn't even funny. Whenever an artist couldn't live up to the the standards, he would step in and take over. And he was always dependable, just an incredible artist overall. I love Sal Buscema's work. Even though in my mind he makes every single Spider-Man character seem British. But anyway, we have a man. They all look British. It's like even this dead guy here. Doesn't he look British? Oh, I'm dead, bro, British. Oh, he sucks. Would you like me to get you some tea and strumpets? Tea and strumpets. And I'm sorry I fought it too. All right, but anyway, this is the issue where the Arranger dies. The Arranger was the Kingpin's handler for a long time. He gets assassinated because he screwed up for the Kingpin. The Kingpin hires these two British assassins. Oh, they're from Liverpool. He brings in Night and Fog. Basically, make their first appearance in this issue. You actually see Night's sword here, and it's like got blood on it. This is just such a great cover. Him and Fog, like Night is not as much of a challenge to Spider-Man as Fog is. Fog is an incredibly interesting and very terrifying villain. The pair together, and their story is interesting. We learn all about these characters here. So we got Spectacular Spider-Man 165, first appearance at Night and Fog. This is their first cover appearance, issue 166. Now, what makes Fog such a terrifying villain is that he can basically turn into Fog, and you can't attack him, but he can attack you. So he basically just chokes Spider-Man and totally whoops his ass a second time. And the way Spider-Man beats him is not a way that I ever think he could repeat again. And the art concludes with issue 167. This is a really fun Spider-Man run here. And my ask on this today is just $10 on this. I will do this entire run for $10 because I want you to have it. It's really good stuff. You get the whole run. You don't got to chase anything down. I got you covered. Okay, Spectacular Spider-Man gets clean. Get that wall crawler, baby. All right, Jira. I also don't feel good. Thank you for coming in anyway. You are amazing. And see, Lou Disharoon is here. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. All right, Don, I got you on the Spideys. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Don, if it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would do, man. I'm so glad you got the art. Thank you for being just such a great person to do business with, but also I want to say you're a good friend now. I really enjoyed hanging out with you this year at Dragon Con, and I'll be back next year, so I'd be more than happy to come and hang out again. All right. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. Oh, how's he beat him? You gotta read the books. I can't tell it. Then I'm spoiling it. The way he beats him is really great though, and it's very much in line with Spider-Man. So I think the thing about Spidey is he's always very resourceful in the sense that he when he realizes he can't beat up villains through brute force, which is usually his first approach, he kind of comes in and analyzes the situation. Sometimes he comes up with a scientific solution, and sometimes it's something as silly as resorting to humor. And one of the best laugh out loud sequences I've ever had reading a comic in my life was when Brian Michael Bendis had Spider-Man defeat Ultimate Dr. Octopus. And the way he did it was they were building up for issues, this big confrontation between Spider-Man versus Kraven the Hunter and Dr. Octopus. And how does he beat Dr. Octopus is being built up to be this huge threat, this menace that oh my God, this is going to be insane. There's no way Spider-Man even stands a chance against this guy. He knows everything about him. He is not afraid to kill people. He is just crazy. And he lures Spider-Man out in the public. Actually, Kraven does. And the way Spider-Man ends up defeating Dr. Octopus is he shoots a web and pulls down his pants. And Dr. Octopus is so stunned by this that it gives Spider-Man a chance to just knock his ass out. And he just uppercuts him. It's like this uppercut that's felt. It's just so perfect. And I laughed so hard. I mean, I remember reading it for the first time and I was like, oh my God. And then there's Kraven, this second big threat, and Spider-Man just knocks his ass out, which they raw dog Kraven. Kraven would never let Spider-Man beat him that easy. If you think about it, Kraven the Hunter is essentially what they made him out to be in this video game. He is extremely resourceful, and he's got the same drugs as Black Panther or something of similar, some kind of similar drug that gives him enhanced strength. There's no way Spider-Man could just knock him out with one punch, even if it's a lucky one. Dr. Octopus, I could believe it. And I love how they did it. It was just hysterical. Some good stuff here. But Batman, he handles things a little bit differently. He has to get all dark and mysterious and be like, why are you telling me that a rat with wings is a pigeon? It's not, it's a bat! The audience figured it out before you did, you idiot! I was making fun of the Robert Pattinson movie. All right, anyway, we got Batman versus Predator #1, #2, and #3. I would most closely resemble Kraven with the Predator. That's the kind of threat he is to Spider-Man. He should be to Spider-Man. Should be able to whoop his ass. Spider-Man should have to outthink and outsmart him the same way. A lot of what Kraven's Last Hunt did was it really humanized Kraven the Hunter as a character. But there's a part of me that feels that in doing that, it also minimized the threat level of this character, which is not what JM wanted for him at all. He actually showed how serious of a threat Kraven could be because of the fact that he killed Spider-Man and buried him alive. But I think the aftermath of that, it's almost like he's never had his moment to really come back and beat Spider-Man again. And he was the one villain that beat him, that actually successfully took him out. And we're talking about Batman now. And I was just thinking of Predator. This is actually a really great run of books, too. I love Batman Predator. It was written by, the covers are done by Arthur Soydum, who's an awesome dude. I love Arthur. He's a good dude. I've known him for years. We've been on the circuit together. I know one of the Kubert brothers is the artist on this. Not exactly sure who did the writing on it. It might have been Dennis O'Neil, but I'm going to check and make sure right now. But this is a great three-issue series doing a crossover between Batman and the Predator. Dave Gibbons, guy who worked on Watchmen. He was the artist on Watchmen. He is the writer on this. And which Kubert brother do we have here? We got Andy and Adam. So Andy did the penciling. Adam did the inking and lettering. So Batman versus Predator. Obviously, has Batman going up against the Predator, who's now in Gotham City hunting, whatever prey it can find. And it's mainly focused on Gotham's underworld mob bosses and things like that. And its first target is actually a boxer. And it just totally mutilates him. And you get to see, Andy working his magic here. Andy and Adam working their magic here. It's such good stuff. And the covers by Arthur Soydum are fantastic. So if you guys aren't familiar with Andy and Adam Kubert, they did a lot of X-Men stuff. They did Ultimate X-Men. They also worked on Uncanny X-Men. They did some Wolverine stuff. If you read Origin, they worked on that. Or I think one of them did. They both did different stuff, but I always get their names. I always get them mixed up because their names are so similar, Andy and Adam. And yet to them, they're totally different guys, and they're super kind too. I've met both of them. Really wonderful guys. One of them actually picked up Eastern Chin for me at a convention once. All right, so we got Batman Predator here, 1 through 3, going for $25 today. $25, you get the entire run of books here. That was a very long pitch for a book that had nothing to do with Spider-Man, if that shows you what, where my mind's at. A vacuum? No, a rat with wings is not a vacuum, Edward. Yes. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you like that artwork on page 2 of issue 1. That page has actually become a really important part of the story. And I'll tell you why once the book comes out, because I don't want to ruin the experience for you. All right, let's see here. I want to replace a couple things we have. And guys, I'm going to send out invoices at the end of this week. I have a very big week planned for you guys, so I'll be on the air a lot. I'll be on tomorrow too with the Comic Book Shopping Network, and I'll be on the air on Wednesday, and then I'll be back on Saturday for Small Business Saturday, which I'm excited about as well. All right. I'm doing more Spider-Man. I have Spider-Man 24. This is a pretty badass Mark Bagley cover. We see Doppelganger and Demo Goblin. And it's an Infinity War crossover. Some good stuff here. I really love the Spider-Man Doppelganger. What a great freaking villain. They're not using him enough. Such an awesome villain. And I got some more Spidey books. I have a run of Web of Spider-Man. Web of Spider-Man number 52. There was a period when the Chameleon took over the Daily Bugle. And when he took over the Daily Bugle, he became J. Jonah Jameson. And this is the issue where he gets captured. And then while all that's happening, there's like this werewolf war going on. And then eventually Spider-Man does find out that when Chameleon becomes J. Jonah Jameson, he starts running the Bugle different. Spider-Man catches on, and he tries to catch Chameleon Jonah. And then, you see issue 55, I think, completes this run. But it's a run that goes across the different Spider-Man titles. So this is not the full run of books here, but it is a really great run that goes between Web of Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm doing each book here for $5 a piece because they're all in relatively good shape. So my ask on this tonight is going to be $20. So $20 if you get them all. You are awesome, Elena. Your stuff just went out this morning, my dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys, it's time to go into $2 Comicsville. So I got a bunch of $2 comics from a brand new collection. Get ready to jump on some really cool deals here. First book we have tonight is Moon Knight number 9. This is from Charlie Huston's run. This is going to go for just $2. I have Marvel Knights number 2, which is part of a connecting cover piece, but we got Punisher and Bullseye on the cover here. This is really badass. It's going to go for $2. For my buddy Kurt, he's like, hey, I got a bunch of Silver Surfer comics I don't need. Sell them on your show. I was like, are you sure, dude? And he's like, yeah. So I got Silver Surfer 19. I actually have 2 copies of it. Each one is going to go for $2. And then I have number 20, number 21, and number 40. If you grab all of my Silver Surfers from me, that'll be $10. $10 for all the Silver Surfers. Or you could do Moon Knight, Marvel Knights 2 for $2 a piece. Or you can get them all. Call it as you see it. Let's move some comics. I really want to do a big. I want to go on a big shopping spree this week and pick up a bunch of stuff so that I can get through Small Business Saturday with you guys. So the more of the stuff we move, the more new stuff I can bring in. If we sell through all this stuff today, I'm going to have a super incredible, stupid deal going tomorrow. I'm just going to go to the warehouse and load up on a bunch of comics, random stuff, and just start hawking everything at $1. In order to do that, we need to get through this stuff first. So I have Mighty Thor number 431 and 432. So we got Loki and Thor fighting to the death here. I have Spider-Man number 8. That's going to go for $2. I have from Amalgam Comics X Patrol. We have Fantastic Girl, Pharaohman, Shatterstar Fire, Beastling, and Niles Cable. This is going to go for $2. I believe it's 11 by 17, Edward. I'm so glad it arrived, and I'm so glad you're happy with it. Enjoy that art. That makes me really happy. Glad you got it, and I'm glad you like it. I have DC Marvel All Access number 1. That's going to go for $2. Astounding Wolfman number 2 is $2. I have Shadow the Bat number 1. This is the first appearance of Mr. Zaz, by the way, going for just $2. Salmon Twitch number 4 of 4. The Writer. This is going to go for $2. So Chris, I have your T-shirt and everything. I was gonna. So if you shop with me and you haven't paid an invoice yet on something you called, I was waiting until I would invoice you and just ship it out to you. So I'm going to do that for you, David Moore, and I think someone else, Mike Collins. So your stuff's ready to go. I have your T-shirt. I have your entire reward is set. You had made a $1 claim on a book though, so if you want to, stock up on some stuff this week, I'll just throw it in that box and give you everything at once, and you can consider it a free shipping deal, so you don't have to pay for shipping for your order. I'll include your Kickstarter in there. I have the Jaguar number 1, number 2. Number 3, number 4, and number 5. This is going to go for $10 for the Jaguar, number 1 through 5. I have Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, book 8, going for $2. I have Lois Lane number 1. We got a cool variant cover. It looks like a Jenny Friesen variant cover, but it also could be Adam Hughes. This is going to go for $2. An 8 by 10 photo of me just smiling. I'd be like, if I had to take a pose though, I'd be like Moloch, and I'd be like, buy a comic, any freaking comic. That's what a picture of me would look like. But this is actually a pretty badass cover here. J. Michael Straczynski and Eduardo Rizzo doing Risotto. Sorry. Before Watchmen, part 1 of 2. This is a 2-issue run. Moloch number 1 is going to go for $2. Is that too rich for your blood? Well, too bad. Too bad. These $2 comics. The Shadow Strikes, Death's Head number 1. Going for $2. They shot my stinking hat off. Actually, he's got that scarf on through the. All right. $2 on that. All right, I got Stargate SG1 from Avatar. Press. This is a wraparound issue 1 cover. This is going to go for $2. Really? I never read the Jaguar. I figured, there would be a teen girl, audience for that book. Featuring a woman who's not afraid to use her claws, boy. By the way, my parents bought 2 cats this weekend, so I was like, hey, Mom, can I see a little kitty go? The Superior Spider-Man number 2, that's going to go for $2. I used to be a real big cat person until I got Bentley. Now I'm not a cat person at all. I just got a Bentley. Bentley, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. He's hanging out here, but he was sleeping until I woke him up just now. Come here, buddy. Want to say hi? Come here. Come here, buddy. He's just looking at me. He's like, no, dude, I don't want to say hi. I just want to sleep. Let me sleep. Symbiote Spider-Man number 3 is going to go for $2. He's had a pretty emotionally stressful day. I have Spider-Man number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is actually a Spider-Man story that was written by J.J. Abrams and his son. They had an idea for a Spider-Man story. I think it helped that J.J. Abrams, is an acclaimed director and, is a good storyteller. But him and his son had an idea, and they managed to get it published, and good for them. That's great. I love the fact that, as his father, he worked with his son to give us this. This is really cool. This is going to go for just $6. You can get the first 3 issues for $6. I have Batman 1 million, Shadow of the Bat 1 million. This is issue 1 million. It's going for $2. Oh, really? Yeah, I want to show up Bentley Cam, but he's just not coming here. Come here, puppy. Come here, buddy. He's just looking at me like he wants to, but he's just like too tired. Come here, dude. Come on, come here. Come here, puppy. Come here. There he is. All right, he's coming. Yeah, you're stretching, huh? All right, come here. He's stretching out. There he is. There's Bentley Cam for everybody. My good boy. Such a good dog. He's not making much noise now, but he was barking earlier. He saw like another dog and it was like trying to like jump on him. He doesn't like that. So he's just like, he's kind of like Jack Kirby. He's really small, but he's not afraid to put up a fight. And he was like, rah, rah! He was just like all up in that dog's mess. He's totally messed him up. All right, I got Ultimate Spider-Man number 53, number 74, number 85, number 108, number 114, and number 117. Reading through an entire run of Ultimate Spider-Man is like cutting through butter with a knife. You will rip through these books because the writing is so sharp and so on point that so much of what we see in the current Marvel Cinematic Universe take on Spider-Man is derived from this. And I remember when this series first came out, it made me a fan of Spider-Man again. I am so grateful to Brian Michael Bendis for doing that for which I want to eventually do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comics here. We can do them all 6 for 12. All 6 for 12. All that move. Bentley looks like the supervisor for Onrie's customer service office. He absolutely is. Oh my God, he totally is. He's such a good puppy, and he's so friendly too. He's just got such a great heart. So whenever I see my dude struggling, I get a soft spot for him. And today was a vet day, so it was not the funnest day. Oh, you sent me a pic of the dog? Awesome. I'll take a look at it later, Tori. All right, I got Justice Society of America. This was written by one of my mentors, Len Strzerzewski. He did an 8-issue run on this. He was the guy that got me to say that Eastern should be a 12-issue series. And thank God for that. He was actually telling me it should be 8 issues. Cut it off at 8. Don't go on for 12 issues. For what I originally intended, 60 issues. That's insane. No one's going to stay on board for that long. And he's like, you need to really make it tight. And so I picked up his Justice Society of America, and I saw how concise and precise the storytelling was in it. So I got some of the run here. We have issue 2, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. Some nice run filler over here, and it's really good stuff. It's a really fun Justice Society story that takes these Golden Age characters, brings them together in a fun, loving manner. Really good stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues here going for $10. Emerson, good deals. Emerson, good deals. You know what we have an Emerson good deal on? Gasolina. Benito. How is no one buying this book? You guys always ask me to stock this freaking book. I finally go hunting and I find like a nice big stack of them. And all I'm asking for is $4 cover price on it for Gasolina Bien Vito. This should be a top-selling book on Kickin It. Jesus! Jesus, if that Marmalade would be the best-selling book ever! Jesus! Had to channel my Stan Lee over here. My inner Stan Lee. While dropping all the Batman Predator books here. So, just a second here. Stan had a Jesus moment tonight. You know what Stan would say too about that whole Gasolina thing? I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you exactly what he would say. If this was a Marvel book, I would have sold already! Jesus! Man. All right, I got ADX round 12. This is gonna go for $2. I'll take. It's no Luke McBain. ADX round 12 is going for $2. I have Retief of the Cot, number 1. That's going to go for $2. Star Trek The Next Generation Convergence, number 6. That's $2. Star Trek number 51. That's $2. Star Trek The Next Generation 59. That's $2. I'm going to do all 3 of these comics here for just $6. $6 on all the Star Treks. I have Secret Wars 2, number 1. That's going to go for $2. Guess what it is. Oh man, this is just great. David Moore! Come on, guys, it's Gasolina. I think that would be my blurb for it. Come on, guys, it's Gasolina. Hi, Jen. How you doing? Good to see you. I have Secret Wars 2 as a TOO as well. They should have just called this Secret Wars as well. We got the Beyonder here wearing a Dr. Doom mask here. Bentley's had enough. He's leaving. Dude, is that loud? Sorry. Yeah, he's not dealing with this. $2. She's like, screw this. So, Jen, you're moving to a new shop next week? You got a lot going on, sister. You're a busy lady. David Ward, don't make me play that video again. So what happened was when I first started out, I was trying to figure out how I could get more comics quicker. So I started going over to like the Salvation Army and seeing what they had. So they had this one graphic novel, which was all in Japanese, and it was being sold for like a couple, like a dollar, less than $1. So, and it's this big 400-page book, and I bought it, and I ended up giving it away to David Moore, and he now has an intern at his place. Why are you talking to interns? You should have your personal assistant translating. She should be going to Japan every week and learning the language so that she can come back and do that and file all of your bills and get the IRS off your back. You know, come on, dude. You're vice president now. You can't be thinking so small. You don't have time to deal with interns. Let the personal assistant do all the intern hiring. You have a Japanese intern. I'd understand that. Every week he comes to and from Japan to describe it. And he's not just translating the book. He's writing it out. David Moore is, the VP of his business now, so he can afford to get a big wall and just paint it white and have this Japanese intern fly in and write everything in English for him. But so far it's been kind of rough because the Japanese intern doesn't speak English, so he's been writing everything in Japanese. And that's why you need to pick up these variant covers of Secret Wars number 5, number 6, and number 7. And actually, I don't think these are the variants here. These two covers are just the A covers, but they're very beautiful Alex Ross covers. I never read this Secret Wars, and it's been a really long time since I read the first Secret Wars, but still, this is, kind of cool. We got Jonathan Hickman and Isad Rabik working on it. This might be Isad's covers, too. I'm not sure, but it's very much like his art style. He's an incredible artist. Get all 3 of these books here for just $6. $6 is all yours. Well, good for you, Jen. I'm glad that you did that because you just really are the hardest working person in comics I know. I don't think I know a single person who puts more into this business than you, and I mean that sincerely. So I think it's great that you're like, okay, we need to get our ducks in a row, and you picked the perfect time to reschedule. So good for you. Good on you. I'm glad and I hope you're doing well. I have Batwoman number 16 and number 18 by J.H. Williams, whose artwork I really, really love, but he didn't illustrate these issues. W. Hayden Blackman did, I believe. But still, this is such hot stuff. I love Batwoman. It's just so cool. I like the character, and she was one of the first openly gay characters that DC was publishing before it even became, a big thing. And it was such a well-written story too. So she's basically like an ex-Marine, so that explains like her military training. And she joins the Bat family, and she's fighting crime in Gotham. It's really awesome. And her dad is also a big military guy too. So she's got a lot of experience. She knows how to fight. She knows how to handle herself. It makes perfect sense. You don't really need to go into too much, but the layouts in some of these books, man, like J.H. Williams, I don't think there's a more innovative layout artist out there. The things he does in comics is just insane. I'm trying to get some old Batman issues he worked on during Grant Morrison's run. Some really good stuff. This is just going to go for $4 right now, though, if you want to get these 2 issues. And he wrote a lot. He wrote and drew a lot of Batwoman. That was like sort of like his baby. Oh, boy. Edward, I just got your message. No, it sucks. That's happened to me before. Well, all right. We'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. And I'm sure it'll all work itself out. But you know what you kind of did to me just now? Just letting you know. You kind of did to me what Hulk did to Iron Man here. That's how I feel right now. Like, literally. I'm like, what picture could describe what I'm feeling right now? What's this? Oh, yeah, by the way, you screwed up, you idiot! Moron! All right. I feel like a big wuss right now. All right, I got Avengers: The Origin, number 205, going for $2. Yeah, it feels like you pulled down my pants and sucker punched me on my own show. I'm just kidding. You didn't do that. What happened was probably when I was shipping stuff out to Edward during my Kickstarter fulfillment, my workbench, I don't have anywhere to put requested comics right now. So the same table that I use to ship stuff is the same table I use to store stuff. That's going to be the next big project that I have now. I need to get something where I can put all the claimed books in a separate place so that we can avoid problems like this, which have happened too many times this year, where books get stuck together and go off to the wrong person. So, Edward, you got an issue of Poison Ivy from that's owed to Curtis. We'll figure out a way to get it out to Curtis. Thank you for being honest and letting me know that this happened. It's all my fault. I feel like an idiot. All right. Oh, that's great, Harvey. How you doing? Harvey, if you'd like, we actually have the second hardcover available right now for sale, and I can sign it for you on the air, and I will hook you up with the deal. I'll take 20% off the cover price. I just got to run upstairs and get it, but you picked up the first hardcover of Beast and Shin. I have the second hardcover, and I'll do it right now for just $20. The cover image for it is over there, and I also have another book that just came out called War Lion, and be happy to hook you up with that too. So we have War Lion here. It's my newest comic, and it's about an old vigilante and his daughter going after the tyrant that destroyed their lives and now controls their city. And it's a 3-issue miniseries. Each book is double size. I got issue 1 going for $10. If you decide you want to pick up the Eastern Shin Fallen Avenger graphic novel, which I'll take 20% off of that, I'll take 50% off of War Lion and do the pair at $25. And I'll run upstairs, grab that copy of Fallen Avenger, and sign it for you. I just haven't had a chance to bring my at-home stock down to the basement yet, but I do have it here, and I can hook it up. I can hook it up for you. Yeah, no worries. You can come on here, Harvey. You're welcome to come here anytime. Anytime I'm doing a show, and you can pick it up. I just want to let you know that you don't have to wait until I go to a convention to pick it up if it makes sense, if it makes it easier for you. But I'm glad that I hope heart surgery went well, and that's the most important thing, that you're healthy. And I'm glad that you stopped in to chat. You're welcome to hang out with us and have a few laughs and just chill. I understand money can be tight right now, but just letting you know, you can pick up Eastern Shin at any point, and you can also check out War Lion too. I will take good care of you. All right, we got X-Men Fantastic Four #1 variant cover here, done by Mark Brooks. This one's going to go for $2, and then we have a Terry Dodson cover here. It's actually written by Chip Zdarsky, who's currently doing Batman and is totally killing it. If you want X-Men Fantastic Four 1, just $2. Get them both for $4. Get both variants for $4. Yes, there is a Zeb Wells book in the FOMO pick. We'll be getting to FOMO here in just a moment. I'm going to go a little bit longer today because when I got on so late. I have Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, Out of Reach #3. That's going to go for $2. So Harvey, are you still Are you out of the hospital? Are you like at home recovering? I hope you're at home for the holidays. If so, I'm going to be on the air quite a bit this week, and you're welcome to come and hang out and talk comics with me anytime, man. All right, I have Invisible Woman #1. This is a second printing here. It's just going to go for $2. I have Thor #1. This is Legacy number 727. It's going to go for just $2. And I have Just Imagine Stan Lee's Secret Files and Origins. That's going to go for $2. And we're going to do FOMO books here in just a second. I have Spectacular Spider-Man #240 and #241 going for just $4 as a set. $4 together. And I have the Bionic Man #13 going for $2. All right, one more row of $2 books, and then I'm going to roll it out on our FOMO books. All right, I got JLX #1 going for $2. I have Spider-Woman Origins, the entire run, #1, #2, #3. This is all written by Bendis and illustrated by the Luna Brothers. #4 and #5. I will do all of these, the entire run here, for just $10. Totally worth the pickup. And the JLX is another one of those Amalgam Comics books. I have Doc Midnight, book 3. This is going to go for $2. Oh, really? That's so cool. I really hope to see Black Cat, which we have to see Black Cat soon with the whole gang war coming up. I'm really excited about Gang War. There's 2 more issues in the side run that he's doing right now, which I never read the Dark Reign, but it's been all right. It's been good stuff. He's been writing Spider-Man for a while. Oh, Harvey, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a really good year for Easton Shin. We did 17 shows this year, and we have sold at conventions alone over 15,000 copies of Easton Shin just this year. So our total number of copies sold is now surpassed 150,000, which I'm really happy about. And this is all just grassroots sales, so it's not like I have mass distribution where I can move millions of these books at once. It's kind of a challenging feat when you're publishing by yourself. And I've had opportunities to work with other publishers, but for now I decided to kind of just go at the route that I'm going at, focus on making a good comic, getting it out the way that I can do it so that it can pay the bills and I can continue to make those comics. So I'm really happy about the position I'm in right now, and I'm excited for what the future holds. And the way I kind of see it is, it's like, hopefully I'll have an opportunity to see it. We'll see. I'll live long enough to see a Easton Shin movie get made. And to me, that's the ultimate advertisement for the comic. And, once I get to that point, then I won't have to work so hard to sell the book anymore. But until that time comes, I have to keep my nose to the ground and just keep working these shows and making connections with good folks like you, because you guys are the foundation of everything I'm building with Easton Shin and Warline. If I don't have your support, there's no way I can even look to the prospect of what the future may hold. So I hold you guys in the highest of regards, and it is an honor to be here with you guys, whether we're having a successful show where hundreds of thousands of copies of different books are moving, or we're barely selling anything. It's just great to have you here. No worries, Harvey. Thanks for coming in. Well, thank you very much, Harvey. You're a great inspiration to me, too. Have a safe recovery. Joe McPhee's in the house. Hey, Joe, can you do me a favor? Can you drop a link to your Kickstarter? I had meant to back you, but I didn't get a chance to do it yet. I would love to do it. And any of you guys who are around who are interested, feel free to check out Joe McPhee's Kickstarter right now. Yeah, take care, Harvey. Have a great evening. I have Legends of the DC Universe number 8 and number 30 and number 32. And if you grab all of these, all 3 books, it's just $6. Leonard, what's up, brother? Good to see you. What is good, man? I believe you got engaged recently. Congratulations on that. I have Sensational Spider-Man number 11. That's going to go for $2. Valkyrie Variant Edition. This is an Amazing Mary Jane Variant Edition going for just $2. Secret Invasion number 4, number 7, and number 8. I haven't read this either, but this looks really cool. You got Gabriel Dell'Otto on the covers for this. Brian Michael Bendis. They did the TV show recently, which a lot of people were knocking it, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was all right. I didn't have any problems with Secret Invasion. Didn't finish watching it, but the first couple episodes were fine. And do all these for $6. Used to have a run of it going for a lot more. I kind of like Nick Fury having his own show. He's like, you're telling me that there's all these motherfucking Skrulls on this motherfucking planet. I'm so sick of all these Skrulls on this motherfucking planet. Well, that's wonderful, Joe. Congratulations on meeting your goal. That's fantastic. That is such a milestone for any Kickstarter. I know whenever I hit my goals on mine, it's such a weight off my shoulders. And I hope you have a very successful end to your campaign. This has been a really difficult period on Kickstarter as well, so you have a lot to celebrate right now, my friend. I'm not kidding. I know a lot of people who are doing Kickstarters right now just feel like they're doing fine, but they could always be doing better. But you're making your goal, you're moving ahead, and that's great. So congratulations. That's always a big step in the right direction. Skrulls on a plane, the eternal plane. I'm not a good Samuel L. Jackson impersonator, but you guys get it. What's up, D? How you doing, man? We're gonna see you next week at LA Comic-Con. I'm actually going to be spending some extra time out there, so we should hang out one day while I'm out in LA. I have Edge of the Venomverse number 4 going for $2, and I have Extermination number 4 going for $2. Oh my God, I was supposed to do FOMO books, and I totally didn't. I suck. All right, I'm going to do 3 more books, and then we're gonna do our FOMO books. I have the Saga of the Man Elf number 1. That's going to go for $2. I have the Blood Queen number 1. We have a blank sketch cover going for $2, and I have Thunder Agents number 4 sub cover, also a blank sketch going for $2. And without further ado, it's time for us to do our FOMO books. So sit back and watch this quick video that explains exactly what FOMO is.
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a wiener for missing out on these great deals!
Don't be a wiener and miss out on these great comic book deals, guys, all right? Because they're going to go fast. First FOMO book we have tonight is Venom Lethal Protector number 2. It is going to go for just $5 tonight. Really easy pickup here. $5 for Venom Lethal Protector number 2. Great issue, by the way. Illustrated by Mark Bagley. Really solid cover here. Venom is now being chased by the jury. By the Life Foundation. And the jury's after him too. And he is now in this new place where he's kind of becoming the lethal protector of San Francisco. So he ends up out west. What's a rat with wings? A llama. All right, the next book here, David Moore, is the one you've been waiting for. I have The Amazing Spider-Man spoiler variant, number 26. This is the death of Captain or Miss Marvel, signed by Zeb Wells, who I had the distinct pleasure and honor of meeting at Motor City Comic Con a couple weeks ago. So Zeb is the current Amazing Spider-Man writer. He is written the last 30, or no, the last 30 issues of Spider-Man he's definitely written, but he's gone way beyond that. And I had a chance to meet him and thank him for all of his work on Spider-Man, and he was kind enough to pick up a copy of Warline for me, and he was just the kindest guy. I never got a picture with him, but thanks to Tori, she went by his booth to tell him how big of a fan she is of his work as well. And she got him to make a special trip to come back and take a picture with me. And he loved Tori so much. He was just so enamored by her. So he's great. I really loved Zeb. And I came back on Sunday, and I was like, all right, dude, you picked up Warline. I got to support you now. This is how it works. So I picked up his spoiler variant signed. I am doing this tonight for just $20. $20 for Amazing Spider-Man number 26, Legacy number 920, Death of Miss Marvel. Comes out in left field, but it's here, going for $20 tonight. I have Daredevil Noir number 1, going for $5 tonight. Hawkeye Kate Bishop number 5 is going for $5 tonight. I have the new Avengers Illuminati. This is going to go for $5 today. This was like a $15 book prior to and leading up to the second Doctor Strange movie. Now it's kind of dipped. $5 on this. Let's just move it. I have Black Cat number 1. This is a second printing. I'm just going to do it for $5. Yeah, $5 cover price. And then I have Batman 18. This is part of the Death of the Family run here, or the Requiem at the end. This is going to go for $5. This is also a nice pickup here. And I have Conan number 8, God Killer. This is going to go for $5 as well. These are your FOMO books for today. I'm going to take these books down off this left rack here, showcase them one more time, and then I will make space for all our FOMO books. So feel free to start calling stuff. We're already into the first into the first hour of the show. I will be on the air for another 48 minutes. So let's try and turn it around. We haven't sold much stuff yet, so I'd like to see some of these comics move if we can. If you got an outgoing order, feel free to add to it. I don't mind. We're in the holiday season now, so it's all good. If you're paid up, start your new box with me. I won't invoice until the end of this week. So until Saturday, you can stack up. You can build up your stack with me. After Saturday, I'll be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the following week, and then I'm off for a week going out to LA. And I need to get through some of this stuff. Otherwise, I really can't justify the time that I need to spend out in California. I need to see some stuff move here first. And I'd like to do some buying up there. PJ, if you were to get the 2 racks, I guess I'd do them for a combined total of $40, just because these are still dollar books that I just picked up. It's all new stuff. But if you were to take it at $20, I would do each one at $20, and $40, it's yours. I'm very eager to move it right now. Again, you spend $50 with me, dude. I got you on free shipping. So let me know if you want to just take this stack. That way I don't have to pitch it again. Okay, we're taking the racks and Illuminati. Thank you, brother. You rock. Oh, that's great. You got a full run of Spider-Woman Origin here. That is great. That is some good stuff. And now that we moved this big stack of comics, I can get on to some new stuff here. So thank you very much for that, PJ. You rock. Did you get your comics, by the way? Your big box? This is what I am talking about. Yeah. I'm not having sex with your bucks. I'm just doing like a little victory dance, but I can't do it because both my hands are occupied. So I have to use my pelvic thrust in order to show my excitement. Bentley does the same thing whenever he's humping a blanket. It's totally legal. It's legal in most states. Zeb autograph Spidey is $20. All because you wanted that shadow. Nice. And even 50? All right, fair enough. Tell you what, PJ, we're going to spin the wheel for you right now. And did you read Warline yet? Oh, yeah, I got to run the video because it's time. It's 20, Leonard, for the Spidey. All right, it's time for the wheel of skid bark.
It's time to spin the wheel of skid bark, bark, bark.
Okay, so you did get Warline. I was gonna throw in a copy of Warline and make it 50. All right, but you get a $2 comic that you can call off the rack. And you know what, PJ? I want to move comics. I don't want to just. I know I can get that extra $5 from you, but I'd rather have $5. I'd rather you walk out of here with $5 more in comics. All right. So you get a $2 comic plus you have I'm keeping your tab at 45, and I'm not raising the price to 50. I can't take your money. I need to move these bucks. I'd rather you have just one more comic, something to provide just a little more joy in your life. Running those deals. Gotta move stuff so that I have a reason to go out and buy more. I'll sleep better at night. All right. So those are your FOMO books. Who else is canceled? Great. I'm so glad. All right. So Leonard called the Amazing Spider-Man. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm actually going to move this stuff over here. So we still got some FOMO books here. I have Conan number 8 going for $5. Hawkeye Kate Bishop number 5 going for $5. Daredevil Noir number 1 going for $5. This is an easy pickup here. I don't know how anybody can pass up on a deal like that. Batman 18 going for $5. Black Cat number 1, second printing going for $5. Really cool cover here from Jed McKay, who did a lot of really cool stuff. He's currently writing Moon Knight, but he did a really great He has a really great Doctor Strange run going right now too. Venom Lethal Protector number 2, $5. The Spider-Man Chameleon books, that's a run of books, PJ. So we have the Spider-Man 52, 53, 54, and 55. I had them all priced at $6 a piece, so it was 24, but I just want to move them as a set, so I'm doing it at 20. I'll take $4 off. So each one's $5. $20 on that. I have Rio at Bay number 1. That's going to go for $2, and number 2 is $2. So that's $4 on the set. I have Amazing Man number 2 going for $2. Adventures of Superman number 643. That's $2. Ultimate Spider-Man number 87 is $2. Sorry, not $2. $2. Cable and Deadpool number 20 is $2. Yes. Yeah, that was something I picked up from Peter David directly. I was at Wizard World Chicago, and I just wanted to show him some support. He's written so much great stuff over the years. I'm just such a fan of his. Had to support him, and needed to have some cool stuff up on the eBay store. New Mutants number 10, number 11. Grab them both. It's just $4. I have Superman Secret Origin number 4 of 6. That's going to go for $2. The Avengers Annual second printing number 1. That's going to go for $2. Naomi Season 2 number 2 of 6. That's $2. I think I'm going to do a $15 rack here, guys. That's what I'm going to do with this. This is going to be a $15 rack. Iron Cat number 5. That's going to go for $2. Showcase 94. Huntress. Robin the Atom. And Sparks going for $2. Showcase 93 featuring Two-Face. And then I have Showcase 94 Arkham featuring the Blue Beetle and Cyber Rats. Showcase 93 Nightwing, all going for $2. So I will do the showcases. We have 293s and 294s. Grab them all for $8. The Iron Cat is just $2. Sandman number 51, number 52, number 60 are going to go for $6. $6 on this. Legends of the Dark Knight number 46, number 47, and number 57. This is all going to go for just $6. Operation Sin number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is going to go for $8. $8 on this run. Lobo Elseworlds Annual number 2. That's going to go for $2. Black Adam number 3. That's $2. X Factor Giant Size Annual number 2 is $2. X Factor Annual number 4. That's $2. Transformers number 4, cover B, that's $2. Number 5, cover A is $2. Number 6, cover B is $2. Get them all for $6. $6 for all of these books. Suicide Squad number 3 is $2. Evangeline Armageddon number 1 is going to go for $2. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 58. This is an Ultimatum crossover. 58 and 59 are going to go for just $4. Apparently, this Evangeline Armageddon is a variant cover here, which is $2 right now. I have Reign of Doomsday Steel number 1 going for $2. The Marvel Saga number 12 and number 13 and number 14. That's $6 on that. Supergirl Wings. This is an Elseworlds Supergirl story going for $2. And I have Avengers Standoff Omega number 1. That's going to go for $2. All right, we got a $15 rack here, guys. I just need to move this stuff. $15, this rack is yours. We move it, and tomorrow I will launch off with some really sick deals. We're going to start doing dollar books tomorrow on CBSN. And if you grab this entire rack here, I'll throw in that standoff for you. So we'll do a going once, going twice thing here. Get that first rack up there for just $15. $15 for the rack. All right. Leonard's grabbing the rack. Boom, shakalaka. Thank you. Appreciate you, Leonard. You are the man. First rack is gone. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You are awesome. That is one box of comics gone, guys. Thank you very, very much. We're off to a really kick-ass start on this show now. Now we're cooking with fire. See if we can move through the second box here, and I'll do a complete restock tomorrow. Joe Hill House Comics. Plunge number 1. This is going to go for $2. I have Batman and the Signal number 1. That's going to go for $2. Talon number 0. That's $2. Batman number 3. That's $2. Number 5 is $2. This is from Tom King's run. All right, these are new books here. So this is stuff that I just brought back from Motor City. Haven't shown it, so it's all new stuff. You guys have not seen any of these comics before. Superman and Batman Vampires and Werewolves number 2 of 6. That's going to go for $2. I have El Diablo number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, One, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 books for $8. That's awesome. Edward, I'm seeing your message right now, and your secret is safe with me, but I just wanted to thank you for sending that. That's I'm very touched. Thank you very much. You've touched me on the inside. You pulled down my pants on the show and touched me in a place that felt really good. Emotionally. Not physically. There was no physical touching. We never actually met in person before. And I hope that this doesn't stop us from meeting. And if we were on the EXP right now, I'd probably get canceled. It would most likely happen right now. I'm kind of embarrassed right now, if I'm being honest. Which is why I think now is a good time for me to change the subject and tell you about Detective Comics number 648 for only $2. We got Matt Wagner doing the cover on this. Batman's like, look, Edward, you can touch my wiener too if you want. Robin's like, I'm not going to pay any attention to that. All right, Detective Comics 648, going for $2. Hey, you guys want to know about Gandhi's brother? Gandhi had a brother named Lee, as in Gandhi's nuts. Detective Comics 649, that's going to go for $2. You didn't even buy me dinner first, dude. Do you see this? You didn't even need to butter me up. Detective Comics 648, 649. I came all lathered up for you, buddy. I got both for $4. That's what happens when you buy. Yes, there we go. Chris Deiskell, he's canceling me right here. My lawyer has just canceled me.
Canceled. Done. You're done. Get out of here. Get out of here and go to Hellblazer number 2. We got Hellblazer number 2, number 10, number 27. If you grab all these books here, it's going to go for $6 for the Hellblazers. All right, I got DC Comics Presents Batman number 1. This is going to go for $2. I have some Brubaker Catwoman here, 22. This is going to go for $2. Batman 629 is $2. Sonic Disruptors number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is a 4-issue run here, and I got the whole thing for just $8 right now. PJ Chameleon, can you meet me at 15 on that? 10's a little steep, but if you do it at 15, it's yours. I'll do it. That's fine. Those books need to get out of here. I'm probably into those books from like at least $5 or $6 a piece, but I've had them for years, so it's just like at this point, it's just gotta kind of move. You may be entitled to buy more comics too while you're at it. As soon as I saw the word compensation, I had to turn that comment off. Block that comment. Block that comment. No, my lawyer is supposed to be representing my interests only. I twisted your arm. Deal. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, PJ. Thank you so much. We got your deal, buddy. All right, you were getting all your books shipped to you for free now. How do you like that? All right, now we sold those off, and now let's move on to something else we got here. Because I got a lot of runs that I got to get out into the world. Get out of here! Start with this. The Sword of Solomon Kane. I have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, Mike Mignola cover here, number 5, and number 6. If you want this entire run here, I will do all 6 issues for $12 right now. That's actually $15. Call it 15. Probably into each book for $2. So if I can make 15, and I put the whole run together for you too, that was luck. Look at the draw there. You ain't got to find anything. So $15. I think that's a good deal. I have Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow number 15, and number 17. That's going to go for $4. $4 is a set. Oh, great. My dad's calling me. Hey, Dad, I'm on the air. What's up? Another half hour. Yes, I will. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. When my parents call, I pick up the phone. It's that, that's how it works. All right. All right. I got Predator Hell and Hot Water number 3 of 3. That's going to go for $2. Predator Primal number 2 of 2. That's going to go for $2. I have BRPD number 4. That's going to go for $2. DC Universe number 0. That's going to go for $2. Catwoman 18 is $2. I have Elric number 1, Elric number 2, and number 3, and number 4, number 5, number 6, and I think I might have a number 7 here. Let's see where we're at. It's a 7-issue series. No, we're done after that. But still, 7 issues. Out of the 7 issues, we have 6 books there. It's going to go for just $12. That's a hell of a run there.
You got the majority of the run here going for just $12. Yes, is he still trying to get me? I don't know what he's calling me about, but whatever it is. You know, guys, at this point in my life, most of my closest friends have lost at least one parent, and I have both of my parents. So I consider myself very lucky. When they call, I pick up the phone. It doesn't matter if I'm on the air or not. If my mom calls up, I pick up the phone. It's just how it goes. So, but hey, I'm still here. All right. I have Bendis & Bagley's Brilliant, number 1. Number 3, going for $4. $4 on the pair. I have True Blood, number 1, going for $2. Thief of Thieves, number 15, is $2. Gin, number 2, is $2. Caroline Kennedy, number 1, is $2. Killapalooza, number 1, is $2. Atomic Robo, number 3, is $2. It's a lot of books here for $2. I never read Brilliant, but it's Bendis & Bagley doing something creator-owned for Marvel, which is kind of cool. I have New Australia, number 1, going for $2. A Touch of Silver, number 1, from Image. This is going to go for $2. Glory, number 5, is $2. Does your mom get signal in JD's basement? Yeah. No. Dude, shut up. She gets a lot of shut up down there. I got Dead to Rights. This is based off of a video game, I believe. It feels like it's the video game adaptation from Dark Horse. Dead to Rights was a game where you maybe it's based off the video game. Let's find out. Yeah, this is based off the video game. So it's about this cop and his dog who fight criminals and stuff. And it was a pretty cutting edge looking game, but when it came out, I never ended up playing it actually. I think my buddy said it was a good game. He really liked it. But it was from Namco. They do a lot of cool action-y type games. They had a game called Time Crisis, which I really liked. So you had to kill a bunch of guys within the time limit in order to buy yourself time. And if time ran out, it was game over. I liked it. So I have Dead to Rights. This is going to go for $2. Published by Dark Horse, video game adaptation. Leonard Nimoy's Prime Mortals, number 1, that's $2. G.I. Joe, number 191, is $2. I have a Jim Lee variant of Justice League 1, that's going to go for $2. I have Jimmy Olsen, number 1. This is a Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. This is like a one-shot going for $2. Wonder Woman 8 is $2. I have Justice League versus Suicide Squad, number 1 of 6. I have a full run of this that I picked up at Pete's over at North Shore Comics, and I came across it again because I read the first 2 issues. Yeah, I believe I read the first 2 issues. So what happens here is the Suicide Squad is off doing their thing, and the JLA now interferes, and they want to bring all these criminals down. And this big, huge war starts over the fact that there's a third party involved that's an even larger threat. And I think what they're building up to is that Justice League and Suicide Squad are going to have to team up in order to defeat these bad guys, which is kind of interesting. Jason Fabik, who illustrated the Batman 3 Joker story, he does the art here, and he does some really great stuff. His layouts are fantastic. Really great action writer or artist. And then you got, I believe, Josh Williamson is the writer on this, and he's doing a lot of current DC stuff, so he knows what he's up to. He's on his game. Final Crisis, Rage of the Red Lanterns. This is going to go for $2. I have Superman of America #1. That's going to go for $2. I have The Shadow by Howard Chaykin. This is issue 3. And we have issue 4. That's cool. I didn't even know I had that. Death of the Inhumans #1. This is second printing. It's going to go for $2. My mom sounds like Batman in the FOMO trailer. My mom doesn't cry like that. That was me. That was me. That was an impersonation of a young me. All right. All right. So I will do this. If you were to buy this rack here plus all this stuff, $35. If you throw in the FOMO books, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you got $30 on that, 35 on that. So it'd be $65. How about I just do everything at $60? All the FOMO books plus all this stuff, $60. Give you guys a second to think about it. The double rack at $60, that includes all the FOMO books that are on the rack right now. That would be really awesome to move through all that stuff. And normally we end our broadcast at 9 o'clock, but since I ran a little late today, I will stay on the air. Yeah, sure. It's just a second printing of Black Cat #1. My ask on it is 5. But if I can get you guys to pick up all of these books here, it is just $60 for everything. You're getting a lot of runs here too. You're getting issues 1 through 6 of the Elric. You got all of Sonic Disruptors. You're getting that Detective Comics run, El Diablo #1 through 4, the Justice League Suicide Squad 1 through 3. You got Venom Lethal Protector 2, Daredevil Noir #1, first appearance of that character. I mean, there's more than $60 worth of books here. And technically, I'm selling it at $65. But if I wanted to individually price out all of these books, I bet you there'd be a nice stack of $5 books here that I could easily just throw up on eBay. But I will do it all right now for $60. $60. And you know what? I'm going to throw out a crazy offer right now because it's the holidays. Stuff's got to move, right? How about we do it at 50? What if I were to throw it down to 50? So $50 gets you the double rack, all the FOMO books as well. You give me $50, you get it all. Give you guys a second to think about it. $60 on the double rack. Do I got any takers? And that's going to include free shipping on your order too. Sorry, did I just say $50? That's okay, Edward. Don't worry, man. 50. I'll do it at 50. If you call it at 50, I'm giving it to you at 50. 55, 55, 40, 45, 50. 50, 50, 50. Let me know if we're doing this, Leonard. Do it, do it, do it. Don't act like I don't do this. He's taking it for 50. Leonard Pig comes in and saves the day. Gets rid of it all. Takes it all home. Awesome. Now I got to offer you guys a deal on the lower rack of books before I get going on the last stack here. And holy crap, did we have a good show just now. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me today. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I'm so grateful to all of you. What do you see from me? We're off to a good start this week. I had to have my maniacal laugh on my show. There's going to be a lot of maniacal laughing on Kicking It this week. I watched that episode of The Simpsons where Patty and Selma were like laughing about some devious scheme they had against Homer, and they're laughing in front of Homer. And it's like totally awkward for Homer. So he's watching them like laugh and he's like, he's like joining it out. It's good stuff. You had to be there. You had to shut up. Peer pressure for the win. The amount of love and support I got from you guys tonight is much appreciated. Deeply appreciated. Thank you. I don't deserve such support from you guys. You were too kind to me. Okay, we got one last stack of books here. Last stack, and then I'm all through my new stuff. And then what I'm going to do is I got two more short boxes here, which are going to go into our dollar bin for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing all dollar books. So come in. We're going to be building a rack with dollar books. All right. I have The Amazing Spider-Man number 17. This is a sketch cover, but it's got a messed up line here. I'm sure you could find an artist who can make use of that. I can already see what they can do there. It could just be Spider-Man's web line right there. $2. You could turn that from a $2 book to like original piece of art that you could sell for $80 or $100, depending on what the artist charges, of course. I have Strange number 4 going for $2. Astonishing X-Men number 50 is $2. Black Panther number 29 is $2. Captain America and the First 13 number 1. This is a one-shot going for $2. I have Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood number 4. That's going for $2. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 8. And I have 2 copies of number 12. Each one's going to go for just $2. $4 for the pair, or $6 if you want it all. Hunt for Wolverine number 1 is $2. Fantastic Four number 1 is $2. Number 2 is $2. Get them both for $4. $4 on the pair. Force Works number 5 is $2. Siege Loki number 1 is going to go for $2. It's always great hanging out with you, Edward. Thank you for coming by. It means a lot.
Slingers number 2 is $2. Thief of Thieves number 11 is $2. I have the Captain America Annual number 12. Looks like it's in a polybag seal, going for $2. Okay, the FF books are yours. Whoa. Wolverine Variant Edition number 1. This is going to go for $2. Ultimate New Ultimates number 2, going for $2. I have Captain America and the Falcon number 1, going for $2. And from that same Black Cat run, we had Black Cat number 1 going for $5. I got this one going for $2. I have issue 2, number 3, and number 8. I just saw it in the $2 bin, so it's $2 now. I will do all of this for $8. All of these for $8. I have Spirits of Vengeance, number 1, number 3, and number 5. Tom Hutchinson was telling me that this was a good run of books here. I got issues 1, 2, 3, and 5. I need number 4, but I really want to read this run. This is going to go for $6. Oh, and I owe you a spin? Did I not spin for you yet? I did not spin for you yet. Okay, Wolverine. I owe you a spin. Sorry about that. Spin for you right now. Leonard, you get a $2 comic you can call off the rack. Black Cannon. Black Cat. That Black Cat book is fun. Okay, I got it. Run is fun. Journey into Mystery number 637, 638, and 644. What's the pitch on that, Tori? Who are the villains we see in that run? This is going to go for $6. I have Vampire number 6 is $2. Nathaniel Dusk, Private Investigator number 1, that's $2. Batman Superman number 3, that's $2. Catwoman 29 is $2. Lobo on Justice League 23.2, that's $2. War Graphics Annual number 1, that's going to go for $2. And here's the deal. I'm now doing this rack for $15. Stephen King, Joe Hill, Road Rage is another father-son team up. This is going to go for $2. Revival number 4 is $2. Justice number 11 is going for $2. I have Batman Gotham Knights 2, number 2 of 4, and number 3 of 4. That's going to go for $4. Batman Chronicles number 20, that's $2. Oh, okay, got it. I'll make the Wolverine book your count. That's no problem. Wipe that off. And I got you on the Fantastic Fours. Star Trek number 13 is $2. Dark Horse Presents number 9 is $2. The Kingdom number 1 is $2. I have Walking Dead 163 and 192. That's going to go for $4. I have Black Belt Hamsters number 1. That's going to go for $2. Slash Maraud number 1 is $2. Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 9 number 12. That's $2. Fallen Sun: The Death of Captain America. That's $2. Space Above and Beyond the Gauntlet, number 1 of 2. That's going to go for $2. Martial Law, number 1 is $2. I have Space Bandits, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for just $8 right now. Give Me Liberty, number 1, Homes and Gardens, and number 3, Health and Welfare. It's going to go for $4. Sliders Ultimatum, number 1 of 2, that's $2. The Lone Ranger Vindicated, number 1, that's $2. I have Kiss 4K, number 2, and number 3, that's going to go for $4. I have Deathstroke, number 38. It's a cool looking art germ-ish variant, going for $2. And I have Dark Wolverine, number 79, going for $2. This is all the books I have left to sell tonight. So if we sell this, I'm closing up shop, but I'll be back tomorrow with all new stuff. I would love very much if we could perform a sellout right now on the show. I will do the double rack at $30 right now. That's $15 a rack. Let's just move this stuff out, and that'll clear out the rest of my haul from Motor City Comic Con. $30 for everything. Interesting. I didn't know she actually had a girlfriend because they have her with the girlfriend in the Spider-Man 2 video game. So I didn't know that they were doing that in the continuity of the comic as well. All right, guys, we're at the end of our show here. Once again, I'm offering both these racks right now at $30. This helps me clear out of everything I have here. We'll have officially sold through over 300 comics on this show. I'd really love to do it. $30, it's all yours. I will come back tomorrow with all new stuff, and we're doing $1 bucks all day long tomorrow on CBSN. Otherwise, this stuff just gets shuffled back in. And I don't mind. It's not a big deal. But I'd rather move it right now if I could. $30, it's all yours. Get the double rack at 30. Double rack at 30. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in an issue of, I'll throw in a copy of Warline and sign it for you. $30. Let's see if we can move this. $30. Any takers? Any takers? This is the last chance. Going once, going twice. Get it all for $30 with a signed copy of Warline. Almost at the 2-hour mark here. I will be back on tomorrow. And if anybody's willing to do this bottom row rack deal here, I'm willing to do everything. Let's see here. That's a 10, 4, 5, 5, 5, 15, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, I got $88 worth of books on the lower rack here. I will do it all right now at $75, saving you $13. So $75 gets you the bottom rack. If you grab the double rack here, I'll just throw it on for an extra $25. Plus, I'll throw on Warline. So for $100, you get everything, the bottom rack of books and all of this stuff. You're not getting these runs here, though. But I will be on the air for another 12 seconds, and then that deal is off the table, and we're just going to call it a night, which is, I think, what we're going to end up doing. So I will see you guys back on the air tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much for shopping with me. I love you all. Have a wonderful night.